Hey everybody, this is the juice we're gonna be making today. It's a green juice. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. We are gonna be making 24 ounces of juice. Stay tuned. This stuff is so good. Today, we will be making a delicious green juice. We will be using our Nama J2 juicer. So let's take a look at what we will be using today. We have 1 thumb-sized piece of ginger, a little bit of parsley, 1 lemon, 3 leaves of kale, 4 pieces of celery, about 2 to 3 cups of spinach, half of an English cucumber, and 4 apples. Everything has been washed and is ready to be juiced. So what we want to do is open up our lid and start throwing stuff in. Now the order that you want to do is soft at the bottom all the way to harder at the top. So we will be starting with the spinach. Throw everything in. Then we will include the parsley. I will throw in the kale leaves and I'll break them in half. And I'll shove those in. I'll also put in the thumb-sized piece of ginger and the lemon. Just like that. Notice how I didn't have to cut the lemon? That is the beauty of the Nama juicer. Close the lid and turn it on. But what we got here is this little pusher. And if you notice things getting caught, you can actually use this to push down, kind of like the Vitamix, push down the ingredients into the juicer so that that blade catches it. Here comes the pulp. This is the insoluble fiber, but in the juice itself, there is soluble fiber. So there's still fiber in the juice. And it looks like we're out of ingredients. So let's go ahead and pop the lid. There's a little button right here. Let's pop the lid. It's still running, but when you pop the lid, a really cool thing happens. It turns the motor off. So you can stick your hand in here. It's not gonna turn on, but I don't recommend it if you've got small kids. Let's go ahead next. I've got this half of an English cucumber. I'm gonna put that whole thing right there in the juicer. And with one hand, I'm going to break the celery in half. And we're just gonna shove all the celery right into the juicer. I love the J2 because you don't have to cut anything into small pieces. So let's go ahead and close the lid. Now, it's got this opening right up here. That is perfect for tossing in more fruits and vegetables without having to stop the juicer. So I've got some juice buildup, but before we release the juice, I'm gonna add the apples. So let's pop the lid one more time, and I will take my apples and just toss in the whole apple just like this. Now, a lot of people will say, but there's arsenic in the apple seeds. Well, there's such a small amount that I don't worry about it. So let's go ahead and close the lid. And it looks like the chamber area here is a little bit full of juice. So let's go ahead and release the juice. Oh, look at that. All right, so we are nearing the end of this juice. Let's go ahead and release the juice one more time. Look at the color of that juice. And let's turn it off. So let's take a closer look at this pulp. Let me grab a nice handful and I will squeeze it. Okay. See, I'm squeezing it. All right, so there's the amount of juice that you're missing out on right there on my dry knuckles. That amount of juice is what you're missing out on in all of this pulp. Now, if you compare what I just showed you with the pulp of the Nama J2 juicer with another juicer that's a lot cheaper in price, like the, I don't know, Breville Juice Fountain Plus, the Breville is about $130, but you will waste so much juice. I am not joking. You could probably fill a glass of juice with the amount of wasted juice that comes out in the pulp. With the Nama juicer, as you saw, my fingers, I mean, they're a little bit wet, but there's probably like 1/8 of a teaspoon of wasted juice, which to me is significantly worth the value of buying a more expensive, higher quality juicer. But now that I've talked your ear off, let's get some of this juice, try it, and see what I did here. All right. Moment of truth. Oh, you cannot make delicious juice from home very easily without a high quality juicer. We did something good here today. We did something really, really good. And for everyone that's interested in how much juice that actually made, we've got a little mason jar here. This glass all the way up to here is 12 ounces. I think I had about 8 ounces. So we'll remove that 8 ounces from the top, pour this in, and I will pour the remaining amount in without trying to spill it. All right, there's nothing left. That is 24 ounces. You probably can't see it on the camera. Right up there where it says 3. That is 24 ounces of juice. So there you have it. There's the juice recipe. It made 24 ounces of juice. I'll put a link to everything used today, the Nama J2 juicer. Plus, if there are any additional coupons for this juicer, those will be down below in the YouTube description. But this is delicious. It's so smooth. You don't need to strain it. You can literally taste the health in this. For me, I would have probably added more apples to make it a little bit more sweet, but it's delicious as is. If you found this video helpful and would like to see more juices, more recipes, and essentially more ways to make your body feel better, go ahead and click that subscribe button, and we will be posting a lot more videos in the months to come.